Good afternoon, happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I woke up decently early today. I was up at like 9:30, which like isn't super bad, especially considering that, okay, last night I was ready for bed like almost an hour earlier than today. And yet I went to bed like an hour later because I ended up, I was like ready for bed. I was like, okay, I'm going to go take a shower. And then I was like, wait, you know what? I'm going to check Snapchat and Instagram because I always watch Snapchat and Instagram stories like right before I go to bed. And I was like, to cut that out instead of doing it right before I go to bed, I was like, I'll do it right before I take a shower. And there was apparently a very long amount of like Instagram stories. I was like on there for like an hour and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, now I like should have been in the shower like over half an hour ago. And so yeah, but then tonight I was like, okay, Kayla, be ready for bed at 11:15 at the latest. I was actually like already got all my stuff together at like 10:30. I was like, okay, get your stuff together, be ready at 11:15 at the latest. Like get in there by 11:30. And it is almost 11:30 right now, guys. So I am like really good today. And it should just take me about a half an hour. I just have to take a real quick shower, about a half an hour or so, and I'll be in bed by midnight. Whereas last night I was in bed until like about 1 o'clock almost, or like 12 something. So yeah, and then today I wasn't ready until like later, but I don't know, it just, yesterday for some reason, I don't know if I just got distracted too, and it ended up taking me longer yesterday or what it was. But yeah, so I'm actually ready for bed tonight. But I woke up early yesterday, so that made me like motivated to go to bed early again tonight. And I ended up making 2 freezer dinners. Luckily, I cut up the chicken breast and made the stir fry chicken freezer dinners, and then I also froze the 2 separate pounds of chicken breast. And tomorrow I have to do the ground beef ones, which was tough because this morning I was planning on doing it like afternoonish time after I finished my coffee and everything like that. And my mom ended up having to bake stuff today, so I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I don't get the kitchen until like later in the afternoon. And then Matthew ended up asking me if I could go with him to go pick out his girlfriend's birthday present. So then right at 3 o'clock when he got out of school, I ended up having to go with him to go do that. So I ended up making the freezer dinners in between while I had this stuff in the oven for dinner tonight anyway. So it actually worked out pretty well. But I didn't get to the other 2 recipes that I wanted to, which was the chili, and then also I've got a sausage soup as well. So I was frustrated. The sausage soup I can kind of let sit in there for yeah, the sausage I think is good until like May something, or something like that, like the end of May. So I'm not super like pressed like it's super fresh meat that like needs to be cooked, or you know, I need to make sure it gets frozen like within this week. So yeah, that the most pressing thing would be the chili, and then if I can get to hopefully the what's it called, that sausage soup, which would be nice because if I can get to it, that means I get the frozen spinach out of the freezer and like, you know, some other things that would be helpful and stuff like that. So tomorrow we do have volleyball games, so I will include footage tomorrow for you guys when we end up going. It's also away. I thought it was at home. I thought we had one home game this week, and I guess we don't. They're both away. But like the one yesterday wasn't that far. Tomorrow's I think it's going to be a little bit further. But I don't think it starts till 6:30, whereas the one yesterday started at 5:30. So that was kind of like weird. I actually don't know what time normally the JV game starts at. I thought they start at like 5 something. I don't know, maybe that is right. Maybe this one's a late game and that's weird because, yeah, this will probably wind up taking until about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, which is like late. So, yeah, I assume that, I think the 5:30 is normal time that varsity starts. But yeah, it was weird. It's weird that tomorrow is so much later. Maybe it's because we're a little bit further away and so they figured that, or like, I have no clue why. But anyways though, guys, I was planning on, while I was watching the Cubs game tonight, which was a really good game, I ended up, I was like, oh, I'll edit. And unfortunately, I had to get the footage off of this SD card that I'm using right now. And it ended up, it was said it was going to take 7 hours, and I was like, no way, that's crazy, because I was out of memory space to record. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Normally it takes like an hour or so when I use the smaller one, and it takes maybe 2 to 3 if I use the bigger one. And the smaller one that I was using, I was like, why is it saying it's going to take 7 hours? And I think it was because of how many clips from the volleyball games I had been recording. So, like, whereas it's only 30 or 13 gigabytes, it ended up taking, I think it was taking longer because there were so many clips. Like, they were only maybe like 10 or 15 seconds worth of, maybe 30 seconds at the most worth of like one, rally or something like that in the volleyball game from like the tournament and yesterday's game and stuff like that. But they ended up, I think because it was so many clips, that's what was taking it so long. So then I was just doing 4 at a time, and it took like less than an hour, honestly, I think, to get everything downloaded. But then because of that, I didn't actually get it done until like it was only about a half an hour or so left of the game anyway, and I was like, I'm not going to have enough time. So, yeah, but I did do dishes today. I did like 2 or 3 loads of laundry today, I think. And I'm pretty much I think I'm caught up with laundry, actually. I have maybe like another load I can do, and other than that, I didn't take care of my basket, but there's like really barely any laundry left this week already. I pretty much almost did it all in one day, which is pretty amazing, because normally that doesn't really happen for me. It takes me like a couple days to actually like do 1 week's laundry, just because, I don't know, I've told you guys about my whole laundry routine and just what works better for me. But today I was like on it. I was like one load after another load after another load, and I was just getting it done. So, the other thing that I feel like stalls laundry a lot is if people don't take care of their clean clothes, because when I do laundry, I don't like fold and everything like that of everybody else's clothes. I'm just like, oh, this is Matthew and Jack's that goes in their basket to go upstairs. This is my mom or my dad's that goes in their basket to go in their bedroom, and then they take care of it, put it away, fold it wherever it needs to go. The only thing I do is match up socks, just because we have a bag of socks in the laundry room that all don't have partners, so they're just sitting in there, and I always match them up in between like a load or something like that. It takes me honestly probably about like 5 minutes to do just whatever came out of that load. I check to see if there was any matches, and then if there was, match them up. If there wasn't, then I just throw them in the bag and wait for another load, and hopefully it shows up at some point. It's not how it always goes with socks though, guys. So yeah, I did that, and but the thing that normally slows it down is if like my parents' basket's full and it hasn't been taken care of, then I have to lug it across the house and go and put it in their room, and then I dump it on their bed, and I'm like, all right, you guys got to take care of it. Or like Matthew and Jack too, they're normally really good, because I'm just like, guys, take care of it, and they take care of it right away. My dad like stalls. He's like, okay, I'll take care of it, and then I'm like, okay, well, I want to do a load, like, and then if I'm not really feeling like it later, or like I'm busy doing something else like dishes, or I'm cooking something, then I don't really have the motivation to like switch and then go do laundry real quick, just because my dad decided to take care of his laundry basket then. So yeah, anyways though, guys, I got that stuff done for today, which is pretty nice. And it was warm out today, guys. I honestly left the house just wearing this. Like, it was so warm. And tomorrow's supposed to be like 71 tomorrow. So I'm going to wear a tank top and probably bring like a little sweater to the game tomorrow. But I was like, I can finally wear a tank top, which is so nice, guys. I've been waiting so long for this weather. We actually tied the highest record today. And I think we might break the record tomorrow, which is so weird, because literally, what was it? 3 days ago it was snowing, and now we're gonna have like the hottest weather like recorded possibly tomorrow. That's just literally the weather in the Midwest. Honestly, guys, you would in 1 week span have a day where it is almost like blizzard weather, snowing outside, which was, I think, was it Sunday or Sunday, I think, or Monday or something like that. Sunday. And then literally by the midweek, end of the week, you'll have a day where you're in shorts. Like, I was like, should I wear shorts tomorrow or should I wear a tank top? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear my tank top I got from Christmas that I haven't worn yet. So that's what I decided on. But yeah, guys, the weather is just like bizarre. And then it's supposed to like cool off, not super hot, but it's supposed to be like still like mid 50s or so, I think Matthew was saying, which is like constant like spring weather, which is fine. Like, you know, I can still wear like a little sweater or something like that, and not be, you know, freezing cold, but then also not roasting because I'm wearing something that's too heavy, which is nice. So Anyway, so guys, my goal for tomorrow, like I said, is those 2 freezer dinners. I'd also like to try and get some vlog stuff done for tomorrow as well. That would be my goal. But it's kind of difficult just because, again, that volleyball game tomorrow, and it is so much later too. So, like, I'm not really going to have a whole lot of time tomorrow to get a whole lot of stuff done in the late afternoon. And then, like, tomorrow the Cubs game's on during the day, so I might edit while I watch the Cubs game. I actually sat down and watched the Cubs game, which, like, I haven't done really recently. Normally, I'll just kind of have it on, like, in the background, or the Bulls game or something like that. But today I actually sat in my bed. Like, if I do watch it, I'll watch it in the living room. But today I sat in my bed with the puppies and we just watched the game. Like, it was very, like, relaxing because I haven't done that in, like, a while. And normally, like, I'd edit to that, and, you know, like I said, guys, I had a problem with my SD card today, so it took me extra amount of time to figure out what I needed to do to, like, get it to work better. So that's why I just decided on, and then once I figured out I'll just do 4 at a time and import them, then it actually took a lot less. So anyways, though, it worked. We'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys leave a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.